Elon Musk's offer to take over Twitter Incorporated was accepted on Monday, giving the world's richest man control over the social media network, where he is also one of its most important users. The $44 billion transaction ends a dramatic courtship and a change of heart at Twitter, where many executives and board members resisted Mr. Musk's takeover approach at first. Employees, consumers, and regulators are divided about the power that digital companies possess in setting the bounds of acceptable internet discourse and how those companies enforce their rules. Musk hopes to take Twitter private, and the two sides labored through the night to reach an agreement. If approved, the acquisition would be one of the largest in tech history, with worldwide ramifications for years to come, including the potential to reshape how billions of people use social media. Musk will bring to a company that has struggled to match unrestrained conversation with material that appeals to advertisers his dedication to a more hands-off approach to expression. Musk tweeted on Monday, saying he wants the platform to be a place for diverse debate and disagreement. "I hope even my harshest critics stay on Twitter," he added, "because that is what free expression entails." After the transaction was announced, Elon Musk stated that he intends to improve Twitter's user experience, in part by providing new features and combating spam. The billionaire, who also serves as CEO of Tesla Incorporated and Space Exploration Technologies Corporation, has a track record of defying industry norms. Musk will have to decide whether to reinstate Donald Trump's personal Twitter account, which was permanently suspended by the firm last year in the aftermath of the January 6 violence at the United States Capitol. On Monday, Trump told Fox News that he had no intentions to return to Twitter, and that he would instead utilize his own Truth social media network to communicate with his followers. Employees at Twitter reacted on Monday, often on the company's platform, with a mix of dread and enthusiasm about the prospect of change under Mr. Musk's leadership. Twitter's independent board chairman, Bret Taylor, stated that the deal is the greatest outcome for stockholders. Twitter's CEO, Parag Agrawal, stated in a statement, "Twitter has a purpose and significance that influences the entire world. We are extremely proud of our teams and motivated by work that has never been more critical." Musk made the offer on April 14 without specifying how he would pay for it, and the San Francisco-based social media business was expected to reject it. A day after receiving the unsolicited offer, Twitter implemented a poison pill designed to make it more difficult for Musk to acquire more than a 15% stake in the company. Musk outlined details of his financing strategy for the buyout, prompting Twitter to reconsider its stance. On April 21, he announced that he had secured $46.5 billion in funding. Twitter's stock soared, and the company's leadership said they were open to talks. The stock rose 5.7% to $51.70 on Monday. In an era when technology businesses are reaping massive profits, Twitter has been a poor stock market performer. Its stock soared on its first day of trade in 2013, closing at $44.90. Less than a $1 higher than where it was more than 8 years later when Musk approached. According to people familiar with the conversations, Musk met privately with several Twitter shareholders on Friday to expose the advantages of his plan while emphasizing that the board will have to make a yes or no decision. With over 82 million Twitter followers, Musk has long used the site to express his opinions on topics ranging from spaceflight to cryptocurrency. He began buying Twitter stock in January, and by April, he had become the single largest individual investor in the company, with a holding of more than 9%. He has already used Twitter to escalate a dispute with the Securities and Exchange Commission when the agency started an investigation into some of his recent stock trades, and he frequently lashes out at his detractors on the platform. Musk would be able to make adjustments without the scrutiny that public firms generally get from their stockholders. He's also stated that he'd like to keep as many shareholders as possible. Musk was invited to join Twitter's board of directors at the beginning of the month, which would have barred him from owning more than 14.9% of the company's stock. Musk accepted at first, but later turned down the offer. After a 2-year battle with activist Elliott Management Corporation, Twitter has already begun a turnaround strategy. Twitter announced a little more than a year ago that it planned to quadruple its income to $7.5 billion by the end of 2023 and achieve at least 315 million monetizable daily active users by then. Musk's proposed reforms for the platform include, among other things, a softer approach to content moderation, the creation of an edit function for tweets, and making Twitter's algorithm open source, allowing people outside the firm to inspect it and recommend modifications, and relying less on advertising. Musk, a self-proclaimed free speech absolutist, described Twitter as the de facto town square in a recent interview at the TED conference. Musk believes Twitter should be more cautious when removing tweets or permanently banning people's accounts, and that short suspensions are a better approach. Musk also stated that he wants the platform to be more transparent when it amplifies or reduces the reach of a tweet. He expressed uncertainty about how some of the concepts would be implemented. Twitter has spent years promoting healthier debate and introducing content filtering to its platform, saying that it is good for business, at least in part. Twitter Spaces, which allows people to hold live audio chats with each other within the network, is one of the new services that has been gaining favor with users. Musk has stated that he wants Twitter to rely less on advertising, which accounted for approximately 90% of its revenue in 2021, and instead focus on subscriptions. For $2.99 a month, Twitter Blue, a subscription-based service, provides consumers with premium capabilities such as undo tweet. As part of the subscription services, he advised deleting all adverts on Twitter. Musk has also suggested laying off employees, closing the company's San Francisco headquarters, and not paying the board of directors a salary. According to him, the latter might save $3 million a year on its own. Other Twitter reforms he proposes include a ban on spam and scam bots, as well as the ability to send longer tweets. The current character limit is 280. Twitter is expected to release its first quarter earnings on Thursday. On Monday, the company announced that it would no longer be hosting an analyst call on that day.